What's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you the pros and cons of both renting and buying real estate. Let's get into it. If you didn't already know, my name is Tommy Marino. I am a realtor in the Chicagoland area. So if you enjoy my videos or you want to learn more about real estate, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and now let's get into this. Okay, first we'll start with the buyer pros. Now, the number one buyer pro is obviously building equity. If you don't already know what equity is what you make as you pay down your mortgage, right? So equity reveals the portion of the property value that is rightfully yours. And the more equity that you build up, the more cash you're gonna get out of your property when you go and sell it, okay? Building up equity is a fantastic way to build wealth. All right, pro number 2 is tax incentives. When you go to buy a home, you're going to pay mortgage interest as well as property taxes. However, those numbers at the end of the year, you can take off your tax bill, thus saving you money. And last but not least, we have freedom and control. When you buy a home, no one's telling you what to do. Okay, you can have pets, you can change appliances, you can renovate the home. Okay, you can do pretty much whatever you want, just don't do anything illegal. Now moving on to the cons. So first, with buying a home comes high upfront costs. I kind of went through this in my last video, so I'm not gonna explain it a lot, but you gotta pay down payment, closing costs, home insurance, mortgage insurance. So there's a lot of costs that go into it, but you gotta spend money to make money. And the next con would be more responsibility. If you're a renter, were a renter, the days are over where something breaks, you call up your landlord and say, hey, I need you to come fix this. It's not the case anymore. When you buy a home, you're responsible, so you can call whoever it is that you want to come fix it. But again, it's your responsibility and you're gonna have to pay for it at the end of the day. Moving on to renting pros, okay, we have moving to a new area. Let's say you live in Texas and you're coming to Chicago. You might want to rent before buying initially, because you're gonna want to know if you like the place, like the general area, before you end up buying. Because if you buy, you're kind of stuck. So I would just suggest if you're moving to a new place, rent, see if you like the area before you buy. Next pro for renting is you have no down payment. Okay, usually the rule of thumb when you're going to rent is you have an initial security deposit, which is usually 1 month's rent, if I'm not mistaken, which isn't as high as paying high upfront costs like I was talking about for a home when you buy. Okay, moving on to the cons of renting. First con would be that the rent price is not fixed. So like a mortgage, when you go to get a mortgage, the lender gives you a fixed amount of payment that you're gonna pay each month for whatever time duration that you get the loan for. However, with rent, when your lease is up for however long you signed for, the landlord can then at the end say, hey, by the way, rent's going up due to inflation or something, I don't know. But yeah, just know that before you rent, that when your lease ends, the landlord can always, hike that price up. All right, and the last con for renting that I have for you is just you make no money. When you're renting, every monthly payment goes straight to your landlord, making him richer, okay? But it's not really doing anything for you. Like when you buy a home, again, you build equity, you get that money. You get that money because it's stored in kind of a forced savings, so you can't really do anything with it until you sell, but it's still money that you have, besides, instead of renting, once you spend that money, that's it disappears. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video today. Now I understand that people, they have their own living conditions and that they may not be able to afford to buy. But if you're comfortable renting, that is totally cool. I'm not trying to bash renting. It's a total viable option for people. But yeah, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least learned something. If you did, please feel free to subscribe, comment below, and like this video. Also, if you do know anyone in the Chicagoland area looking to buy, sell, or rent, you can give them my information. I'd be happy to help them out. Again, thank you for watching.